Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that when anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So I do apologize for the lighting, you guys. I'm probably going to be going in and out of the shadows. I'm in my room, and in my room I only have one window in here, and that is over there. Right now, today, surprisingly, we're getting some sunlight because it was very dry, and it did rain yesterday. It was expected to rain today, but it didn't. So the sun is peeking out. I do have some extra light over here as well, but because of the way the room is set up, probably going to be going in and out of dark spots. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm really truly working on it. But anyways, you guys, happy Friday. I hope that you guys are getting your holiday shopping on. Have you guys decided on any New Year's resolutions? Do you have any intentions on creating any New Year's resolutions? I try to be intentional about setting goals for myself at the beginning of the year, but you know, things happen and then we kind of fall short. So I said that one of the most important New Year's resolution that I wanted to set for myself is to definitely, you know, set small goals that are easier for me to accomplish, because what I feel, just in my own experience, is sometimes when we set very large goals, and there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes when you set very large goals, those, in my opinion, come with unrealistic expectations, okay, from ourselves. Okay, we want to see a certain amount of growth, but we give ourselves unrealistic expectations, and then when we fall short of that, then we get depressed and sad and feel like failures and things of that nature. So I said that I was going to be intentional about setting goals that are realistic and having realistic expectations with those moving forward, and I think that is just a golden rule of thumb for everybody. It doesn't matter what your circumstances is. If your expectation is to lose 5 pounds rather than saying I'm gonna lose 150 pounds in 3 months, you know what I mean? Things like that. But anyways, moving on, you guys. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday. I'm very excited. My babies are going to be coming over here. My other 4 babies are going to be coming over here, you know, and then we split holidays. So yeah, enough blabbing, Tay, enough blabbing. So let me get into the news. I'm checking the internet first just to see if there is anything else that I found, because sometimes I find stuff on the actual internet, and then there are other times where I have to just go to my news source, which pretty much lines everything up for me. So, okay, so first thing, we've got some stuff going on at the Capitol, you guys. We've got a lot of stuff going on. It says the U.S. Senate passes Republican bill to overturn Biden vaccine mandate. Now, I did see another article pertaining to this where Biden says that he's going to veto that bill if it doesn't get passed. He really wants these vaccine mandates to be in place, okay? It says the Democratic-controlled U.S. Senate on Wednesday approved a Republican measure that would overturn President Joe Biden's vaccine or test mandate for private businesses, with 2 Democrats joining Republicans to back the initiative. The vote was a 52-48 vote that was sent the legislation to the Democratic-led House of Representatives, where they're sure that it's going to face some pushback. Okay, and like I said, Biden has also threatened to veto the bill. The legislation would overturn administration's rules ordering businesses with 100 workers or more to require vaccinations or testing for millions of employees. The measure was not subject to Senate rules that require 60 of its 100 members to agree on most legislation, meaning it could pass with just a 51 count vote, simple majority. Okay, 2 Senate Democrats, Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Jon Tester of Montana, joined 50 Republicans in voting for the bill. So we got Joe Manchin standing behind this, because you guys know that he has been a thorn in everybody's spine, right? The initiative underscores the intense political opposition facing administration efforts to combat the virus at a time when health officials are trying to contain the highly contagious new variant, the Omicron variant, okay? I have always supported a vaccine mandate for federal employees and the military because maintaining essential services and military readiness the federal government provides is a matter of national importance. And this is coming from Manchin. However, I do not support any government vaccine mandate for private businesses. It is not the place of the federal government to tell private business owners how to protect their employees from the virus and operate their businesses. And you know what? I 100% agree. 100% agree. What Biden doesn't realize, and honestly, let me stop saying that, because I feel like I'm giving these people way too much courtesy. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly the snowfall. How do you say it? The domino effect of negative consequences that is going to come from this. There are a lot of businesses out there that may have 100 employees or more, but we're already dealing with a labor shortage. So I can imagine that there's plenty of people, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen, probably have some family members or friends that have either quit their job or threatened to quit their job because they don't want to participate in the vaccine mandate. People are just not for it, and you're taking away their choices. Like I said, there was one state where, I don't know what that is, but it's really, really close. And it will be flying over right when I'm getting into the nitty gritty. But anyways, so there was one governor, I can't remember what state it was, that I read an article to you guys about it, but he says that he wants to make sure that if employees have to succumb to these vaccine mandates and they get fired because of it, he wants to make sure that they're still able to get unemployment benefits, that they're not denied those benefits just because they didn't want to take the vaccine. Okay. And I agree with that governor too. Those are the things that I like to see. Okay. Because you're taking away a person's ability to make money working for you, and if they can't go and find another job, then obviously they need to be able to get on unemployment so that they can have some income coming in, right? So the fact that they were even trying to make that an issue where you wouldn't be able to get unemployment benefits because you got fired based off of not wanting to take the vaccine is really, really, really stupid. Okay, it's just plain out idiotic, and I feel like the labor shortage, honestly, is going to get worse. It's going to continue to get worse if you continue to put people in this very mentally stressful situation where they have to choose between what they feel is right for themselves and their ability to provide for their families. It says, did I read everything? I think I pretty much read everything from this article. It says, we are in the middle of a public health crisis. Everyone sees the damage it causes. And this is coming from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Okay. He said this in a speech. The way to solve this is to be driven by science. Okay. So I don't know what he means by that, but I'm just going to take it upon myself to feel that maybe he meant that they need to do a little bit more research, and they need to worry about the actual process of testing and tracing and all of that. Get all the information that's necessary so you can provide it to the people, and maybe they'll feel a little bit more safer and comfortable with taking the vaccine. But there's just not enough information available. The only way that you're going to do that, in my opinion, is to rely on science and actually prove these theories that you guys are talking about in these labs. It doesn't matter which lab you, Pfizer, Moderna, whoever, whichever lab that you are working in, just do what you need to do. So let's move on. We've got some meat recalls, some more meat recalls, 234,000 pounds of meat to be exact. Okay. It says check your freezers because the Food Safety and Inspection Service, FSIS, of the U.S. Department of Agriculture just announced a massive recall of nearly 235,000 pounds of pork products. Okay. Thankfully I don't eat a whole lot of pork. On December 5th, the massive meat recall was announced after it was discovered that the items may have been contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes. I think that's what that says. Produced by Alexander and Hornung, a part of the Purdue Premium Meat Company. The items affected ranged from fully cooked ham to pepperoni products. Okay, the full list of items can be seen online. It says can be seen here, but there's no link, so you would have to look it up. If you have any of the products listed in the report, you are advised to throw them away immediately. Some of the specific meats are being recalled include Welshire Wood smoked ham products, Alexander and Hornung ham products, Food Club sliced ham, Garrett Valley Farms ham products, Buther, or Buther, however you want to say it, Buther, Boy ham products, 5-Star brand pepperoni, and Big Y bone-in hickory smoked ham steak. Okay, all products subject to the meat recall will have a sell-by date ranging between December 15th of this year to May 4th of 2022, and we'll have a tag reading EST M as in Mary 10125, which will be visible within the USDA logo itself. For more of a visual depiction of what to look for, again, you can go to the recall website to get more in-depth, information. It says listeriosis can cause fever, muscle aches, headaches, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions, sometimes preceded by diarrhea or other gastrointestinal symptoms. An invasive infection spreads beyond the gastrointestinal tract. In pregnant women, the infection can cause miscarriages, stillbirths, premature delivery, or life-threatening infection of the newborn. The infection is treated with antibiotics. People in the higher risk categories include people who are pregnant, have compromised immune systems, or of course my seasoned seniors. Okay, so anyone in those categories who experience flu-like symptoms within 2 months after eating contaminated food should seek medical care. That much I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but you definitely want to go online. It says consumers with questions regarding this particular recall can visit Alexander Hornung. I'm going to put it in the description box below, but alexanderhornung.com, or contact Kerri McClimen, Vice President of Communications, at 773-746-7077. And then there's an email and a telephone number. So again, I will leave all of that in the description box down below if you guys have any additional questions and you want to speak to somebody about your current situation. As I'm looking at this, I'm seeing another medication recall. I don't know if this is one that I have already gone over, but I probably will go into that next week. Okay, so that is all for the what do you call that? The recall. Now, it says, let's talk about this since we're talking about labor shortages and all that. It says there's a possibility that the 32-hour work week could become a national labor requirement. How does 4 days on, 3 days off sound? So basically they're trying to make it to where instead of having to work your usual 40 hours, which is a 5-hour week for some, a 5-day week for most people, unless you're working 12-hour shifts, they want to make it to where you get 3 days to be off and only 4 hours. 4 days to be working. Nearly a quarter of the members of the U.S. House of Representatives are throwing their support behind a proposal aiming to institute a national 32-hour work week policy. Okay. Representative Mark Takano, Democrat of California, said his 32-hour work week act would reduce the standard work week from 40 hours to 32 hours by lowering the maximum hours threshold for overtime compensation for non-exempt employees under the Fair Labor Standards Act. While it wouldn't mandate 32-hour weeks for all, those working beyond that mark would be entitled to overtime pay under his proposed changes. So I like that, because I was wondering, I was just thinking to myself, well, most people will probably still have to work 40 hours anyway if they want to get a full check, especially with the minimum wage being where it is right now. Most people need to work at least 40 hours a week and then go into some overtime, but they're making it to where you can still get that overtime, but instead of it kicking in on your 41st hour, it will kick in on your 33rd hour of work. Okay, if that makes any sense. Takano says the bill has earned the backing of nearly 100 members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus and is intended to begin a national transition toward a modern-day business model that prioritizes productivity, fair pay, and improved quality of life for workers across the country. I like that. After a nearly 2-year-long pandemic that forced millions of people to explore remote and shouldn't simply go back to normal because normal wasn't working, right? This is what Takano says in a news release. So all of that I like. I hope that they, everybody takes that into consideration. You guys let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. But I really, truly think that that is amazing. 32 hours. Yeah, I definitely like that. Now, we've got some applications for rental assistance in Illinois are now being accepted. If you guys didn't get a chance, this came out 2 days ago, reported by AdvantageNews.com. Applications for rental assistance in Illinois are now being accepted. This is the second round for up to $25,000 grants. $25,000 grants, and it's estimated the money will help more than 32,000 additional households. State Housing Development Authority Executive Director, that was a lot, Kristen Faust explains who is eligible. To get started, go to illinoishousinghelp.org. There you will be able to find a list of community organizations that can help with the application process. So I'm going to see if there's any additional information on here that I can give you guys, but I am also going to put that website down below in the description box so you guys can look into it, because this is a second round, of rental assistance. I was telling you guys about this yesterday. Get all of that money. They're willing to give you up to $25,000 of rental assistance. Okay, get that money. $25,000. Get that money. Of course, it's going to go directly to your lender, whatever, your landlord, manager, whatever the case may be. But $25,000, I think, will save a lot of people. Now, it doesn't go into details here whether this is for housing, but it says rental assistance. Applications for rental assistance. So it doesn't, in my mind, I was thinking, well, since it's such a high amount, I can't really see a person who is paying rent owe $25,000. And that's why I was getting ready to say maybe it's for housing for people who have mortgages and stuff like that. But it says for rental assistance. So if you are in need and you are renting your house, renting your apartment, your condo, your one bedroom flat, whatever it is that you have in Illinois, you want to get in contact with Illinois housing to get your assistance. All right. Now, let's end this off on a good note. I'm going to let y'all go because it's already late. I'm going to go ahead and check on emergency SNAP maximum benefits. Don't think anything has changed there. A couple of things that I did want to tell you guys too before I jump into that. So, as of right now, I don't see any additional states. Hold on. I don't see any additional states that have been approved. It looks pretty much the same. Yep. So we have Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. Oh, wait. California is on the list, y'all. Hold up. California is on the list. So let me look at California. So December benefits for California. Okay, December benefits. We've got 2 different dates like this month. So depending on what type of case you have, it'll either be January the 14th or January the 15th. Okay, depending on what kind of case you have. I'm trying to see because my calendar is all the way up there. You know what? I have a calendar on my phone because I can't see that far. Let's see. So January 14th is a Friday and January the 15th is a Saturday. So most likely for those of you who are supposed to get your benefits on that Saturday, you'll get it on the Sunday, which is the 16th. So I'm going to say it's either going to be January the 14th or January the 16th for California. Let me go back to that. Yeah, I would have missed that, you guys. It looks like everything else is pretty much the same. I'm going to take out my little list right here real quick just so I can double check. Let me see. Alabama. We've got Alabama, Alaska, Arizona. I'm just going to write down for California. We've got January the 14th or January the 15th, but the 16th because it's the Sunday. I don't see any additional states though. So as of right now, we have Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, which I just gave you, Colorado, Delaware, DC, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi. We've got New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York. Let me check the other side. North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. And yeah, that is it, you guys. That is pretty much it for emergency SNAP maximum benefits. I'm also going to do one more quick check for pandemic EBT. Lord have mercy. I really hope California comes through with the pandemic EBT. And some of y'all other states too. I feel like every state is available. There's no reason, but I see the same 6 states, you guys. So Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, and North Carolina. Now, really quick, you guys, if I didn't mention it to you guys in the previous video, for California, for the pandemic EBT, for the summer benefits, those benefits are expected to go out next week, December the 15th. Okay, I would say give it until the end of the month. But as far as I know, for California pandemic EBT, you're supposed to be getting those benefits next week on the 15th. Now, I did also mention, I think in yesterday's video, that Alabama is starting to pay out their pandemic EBT benefits. So be on the lookout. Check your cards if you haven't already, because for those of you who already have a card for the pandemic EBT 2.0 program, they're just going to upload those benefits on that card for Alabama. And then for those of you who are awaiting cards, they started to go out this week, and obviously they're going to continue until they get all of those cards dispersed. Now, that is all that I have for you guys today in this video. I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you in the least little bit. Do me a favor though, you guys, before you get out of here, definitely don't forget forget to smash that like button if you haven't already, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you really like what I'm doing and y'all want to see my face more and more and more and more. And I know that you do. But on that note, you guys, I'm going to say, as always, you guys, remember to live, love, and elevate. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't drink the damn tap water. I'm going to keep saying that, though. Don't drink that water, all right? Don't drink no water. Get you some bottled water. Get you some good bottled water at that, because some of these bottled waters, you can't really trust them either. But don't drink the tap water. Use other means, okay? I just want y'all to be safe. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and yeah. Peace, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.